What were your first impressions of Pac, and when did you meet him?
I met Pac in 1988. I graduated high school in 87. So, no, I graduated high school in 86. And I had a whole, I'm fucking off 87. I'm working. Always had a job. I even had a job in high school. So when I got out of high school, I didn't go to college. I just started working, and I'm doing my DJ thing, making beats and shit, fucking around with my cousin, having fun. And Pop hit the town in 87. He hit Marin City in 87. But I didn't meet him right away in 87. He was a little younger than me. So a lot of the cats he hung out with, I didn't hang out with. But word got to me because I was the music guy in Marin City. So if you had anything to do with music, if you could rap, if you could play an instrument, if you could DJ, if you could dance, hip hop dance, send you my direction. And, and we would usually link up, do something. But that's how it was. So when they heard that Tupac could rap, they sent him my direction. And they wanted to find out if he was a fraud, really. Because a lot of people would come through the town and claim to be rappers. And then they would put him in front of me. They would send him to me. And they would say that rap. And, somebody was saying a rap that was, there was a fraud. My boy came out saying Rakim's rap one time, not Tupac, another guy from the town, And then while he was spitting, I told him to spit a rap, and he spit that rap. I joined in with him, and made him look stupid. But when I told him to spit a rap, he said, "Okay, I'm gonna go get my rap book, and I'll be right back." And that told me right there. I was like, "Oh, okay, so he's the writer, like we were just talking about." And he left, went to the house and got his rap book, came back, not even 5 minutes later, and I told him to, give me your best one, your most, whichever one you think you want to make your first impression with. And he spit a rap called "Misplaced Microphone," and it was dope, but it wasn't like anything that we wanted to hear at that time, It was about him and misplacing his mic and going around looking for it, And it was a nice little story, very creative, but, we told him we don't want to hear about that. We want to hear about the shit on the street, and, And so that was my first impression. Right after that, he just dug around in the book. He found another rap. Impression was the "Misplaced Microphone," because I don't even remember the second rap that he spit, even though it was in a different taste. It wasn't that fantasy story type of rap that he just spit. He was just showing me his versatility. But that was my first impression. I was impressed. He was good. He was a writer. He had talent. I didn't really notice him like that he was special until, maybe a few months later, but it wasn't hard to tell because he could evolve so quickly, and that's what made him stand out. Also, his determination to make it to the top of the rap game. That was something that he did. He didn't do that on accident.
When I interviewed Shock G years ago, Shock told me that when they were doing the first Tupac album, Tupacalypse, he told Shock that he wanted them to rush it so he could get it done because he was afraid he was going to die before the album was finished. Did Pac have that type of awareness about his demise back then? Was he worried about his life at that point in time?
He was not, but he was a different individual at that time. There was a point in time where he just like did a 180 basically. There was a time in the beginning where he told me this personally, like almost verbatim. It's as close as I can remember, but he told me literally that as soon he said, if I ever get any influence where I can say something and influence black people and any influence whatsoever from this rap game, I'm gonna uplift my black people. That was one thing that he wanted to do. This was something he said in 88, 89. He said it in 90. But then he made the movie Juice, made a few albums, and then he changed. And when he changed, I mean, like even I always related that to his incident with the damn when he got shot in the head, when he got shot up in the elevator at Quad Studio. I always thought like once you're involved in some shit like that, it's like you don't know. It's like anything like that can happen anytime, anywhere, any day. That's what you're thinking. That's what I would have been thinking. You know what I mean? I had a heart attack. And all the time, I think oh shit, is this another heart attack? Oh shit. It's like all the time. So I already know, rush with death, you're close with death. And that's how he felt, because he didn't have a heart attack. He had motherfuckers trying to kill him because he trying to get what he had, And then he knew, I'm going to always have something. He had something then. And he didn't do nothing but go up from there, So it was like, I can understand. That's all. That's where I thought that came from. But he didn't have that back in the day, to answer your question, because, like I said, he had a different look on life. He might have thought maybe I'd die doing what I've been put on here to do, like Malcolm X, because I always thought he was gonna turn into another Malcolm X once he got older, which I think he would have, but he never got older. But that's what I think would have happened, because like motherfucker's young. He died at 25. So motherfucker's young, doing the young dumb shit like he was doing, promoting war and acting a fool, doing his thing, living that.
Make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, like, comment, share. Also go over to UGSforlife.com, download the entire archive, and check out new episodes on Apple Podcasts and Blog Talk